Hello, everyone. It's Pat with our weekly Oracle card reading and message for this final week of March 2018. So now I just found out from a friend of mine, thank you, Anne, that I did a two-part video for last week's reading, but she just told me that part one only had 2 minutes worth of filming. And I didn't realize that until she just told me. So anyways, my apologies for that. Mercury's gone into retrograde, and oftentimes there are technical difficulties like that occur with it. So I honestly don't remember all the cards that were pulled, and I don't know why that happened with that video. But anyways, let's hope for the best for this week. I'll start out like I usually do, calling upon the archangels for us, for whoever's overseeing us this week. Last week it was Metatron. If you watched both videos, I probably did mention that again. So, and this week I felt immediately guided to use the Archangel Michael Oracle cards. And I brought out Raphael too, because it just felt to me like someone was very much in need of healing. Physical, mental, spiritual, one of those or all of the above. So, all right, let's just take a nice deep breath while we're all together here at this reading. And relax and call in the archangels. Call upon the archangels for whoever's working with us this week for whatever messages they have for us. I do recall a little bit of last week's message that it had to do with sensitivity and children. And of course, they just had this big, the big March for Life. So now this week we have two cards that spilled out for us, two archangels. The first is Gabriel with this message of leadership. And it says, it's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. All right. Gabriel is a very nudging angel. She's like that. She's always nudging you. I want to, in a very slang way, say she's always that kind of angel that's kind of getting up your butt or reminding you to do things or nudging you. But I don't want to have a negative connotation of Gabriel as an archangel. She's just one of the more motivating ones. And obviously when this card comes up, there's either something in your life personally that you need to step up and take the lead on. Okay, because it's just, there's too many issues wavering around that are undecided, and somebody just needs to, pick up the ball and move with it. So, but, also on a worldwide scale, okay, in a much larger way, for the world. What you're seeing now with these movements is, future leaders who are stepping forward, okay? They're getting their feet wet. Some of them are very young, but you're seeing future leaders. And leadership is very much called for right now. And there will be those who are, there's just going to be a lot going on with the current leaders of people who are in the world that are currently thought of as leaders, not just with countries all over. I want to say there's a bit of a firestorm there, and I don't know what's at the heart of it, but there's issues and a lot going on amongst the leadership of the world right now. You might see changes in leaders in different countries, and changes in leadership. People who have been in the role of leader who are now either, for whatever reason, are no longer in that role, and there are new people stepping in. Okay? So I do feel that very strongly, that there's some big changes coming up that way, and that's why this card has showed up. It's a theme that's going to be going on. I feel like there might be some leaders who may be ill, unable to fulfill their position anymore. So others, they're next in line or their successors are stepping in. And in other cases, it may be because a leader in a particular area is just needs to be taken down in the sense because their judgment has become too skewed, and somebody else with a better head on their shoulders, who can relate more to what's the climates that are changing with people, needs to step in. So maybe that leader has become too egotistical or something. So anyways, that's it. And the other card that came out was Haniel, bringing us awareness to our sensitivities, okay? There's a lot of, and I've said this in the past several videos, I know, and I know it sounds redundant that I keep repeating it, but there's been a lot of celestial events going on. There's Mercury in retrograde. There's been the full moons. We're coming up on a full moon. So at these times, people notice that your sensitivity is heightened, okay? So when people's sensitivity is heightened, they can be a lot more emotional. All right. So just be aware of that. And Haniel is an angel that you can call upon to help with your issues of sensitivity. She can create like a little buffer. She's connected to the moon, so it's not surprising that she shows up as we're coming into a full moon to help create a little buffer in your energy field. She's got this beautiful, like, that when you see the full moon and you see that kind of bluish gray aura around it, that's, you know, a lot of what her color looks like, and her color light. So surround yourself in that. So that's what's going on with the archangels that we can call upon. Okay. Now let's see what Archangel Michael's message is for us this week. Ooh, one that came right out, flying right out. I feel like that one wanted to go along with it too. Okay. Anything else, Michael? What do you want our viewers? Oh, all right. That one wants to come out. And let's see about Raphael. Archangel Raphael, what are your messages for us of healing this week? Oh. Okay. I'm going to take these in the way they sort of fell out here. All right, so for the beginning of our week, we have Archangel Michael, this message of have confidence, and Raphael with the message of inner authority. So this card from Michael is about this. So with the beginning of the week, the sense I get of it is have confidence in that the divine is working through you. You know, you're seeing a lot going on in the world, and sometimes it's we often question ourselves, am I doing enough? What could I be out there doing? Or if you're the one immersed in it, you know, it's not uncommon to question ourselves and wonder if we did the right thing, if this is the right path for us to be on. Is what we're doing having a positive effect, you know? So this card is about having confidence that the divine is working through you to make important changes in either in your own personal life or in the world. Okay. And I also feel like it's a message to people to have confidence that the divine, whether you pray to Jesus, the angels, whoever it is, they are working behind the scenes. So have confidence that your prayers, your good intentions, your hope for the world, you know, have confidence that it's working. They are working behind the scenes. Okay. It can be difficult sometimes if you're praying a lot for the world, or, you know, looking to help it be a better place. and you don't see the initial results of that. And you have to kind of keep plugging on. So this is about have confidence, keep plugging on. The divine is working behind the scenes. Your prayers have been heard, okay? And the card right along that came out with it for the beginning of the week is about inner authority, and that's about trusting your inner knowingness, okay? About what is best and what is right. I'm going to read a little bit from this because I think it says it more effectively. Use your own power and authority in the situation. You've been giving your power away to others and ignoring your feelings. So it's time to make your own decisions, stand up for yourself, and speak your truth. So it's about trusting your own inner intuition and not waiting for permission from what you perceive to be authority figures outside of you. Okay? It's about using your own inner authority. The middle of the week is the Innocence card. And this is really a card having to do a lot with self-forgiveness. All right? It's a reminder of your own innocence that, if you would, if there's a situation that's troubling you from the past or what have you, okay, it's a reminder that you were doing the best that you could in circumstances, and you're really taking on too much blame or too much of the karma or something from it. You're letting it wreak havoc with you, or letting it, I want to say beating yourself up for it, what have you. And it's time to let it go. Okay, it's a reminder of your own innocence. What he's holding in this picture is an innocent little puppy, and it's adorably cute. I also feel like it's a reminder for somebody that the person that you're thinking of is the bad guy is actually very innocent in all of this. Okay, and whatever it is that you're encountering, someone that you think is the person who triggered everything, or who is at the heart of all the issues, is not. So you're going to find out that you may find out that they were innocent in all of it. Okay, that it's whatever it is specific to you, but I think you're going to find out about someone's innocence about something. Okay. Middle of the week for Raphael cards, we have sunlight and listen to your intuitive feelings. Okay, so the sunlight card is very straightforward. Get outside more and get in the sun. I feel like for some people it's to lift your mood. If you're stuck indoors, maybe get closer to a window or something like that where you can at least see the sunlight. It's important for you right now to lift your mood. For other people, it has to do with the fact that you might be a bit deficient right now in vitamin D, and you could really use either in a supplement form or some way to get that for yourself. Okay, it's affecting your mood is what I get about it. So you need either direct sunlight or a vitamin D boost or something like that, including fresh grown vegetables, as is in this picture, to increase your energy. All right, because it's just feeling like someone watching this right now is dealing with very heavy emotions, and it's really like heavy energy. You might be processing something. It's very difficult for you right now. Okay, so it's about listening to your intuitive feelings. I get my cards. I'm shaking them the wrong ones, but I'm pointing out. So it's about getting some better nutrition for yourself. Get outdoors, get in the sun, or some vitamin D. And it's also about listening to again, Has to do, it's connecting to that inner authority. The messages this week are telling you to trust